Alright, yes, Shalom. Back at you with another lesson, Akim. So, this is going to be a spin-off from the previous video. We're still in the time of grace. Don't let it go to waste. And this one's going to be when words don't teach, adversity will. We're going to check out one of my previous videos. There was a lot said. The phone-in video of Dr. Inky. You know, that video's been taken down. Either it's been taken down by YouTube, or maybe possibly he took it down himself. But it's all good. The truth will always be brought out. You understand? The truth will always come out. A lie is just a longer way to the truth. So we're going to get in, but we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakah Kwadash. Give double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth, and rise up to the house of David. So we're going to check out this video, one of my own little videos, the Riri. And if you want to get the whole video, go check it out. We're still in the time of grace. Don't let it go to waste. We're just going to hit some points because I was watching the news and it dawned on me that this is the time. We're at the end, which we know we're at the end, but you know, we're at this is the beginning of the end. Hebrews 10:31 says, "It is a fearful thing to fall under the hands of Yahweh thy power." And we're going to hit some more precepts. Like I said, I was watching the news and some more precepts came to me, just to really drive this point home a little bit more. Because like I say, the woman phones in and she acknowledges, and she's telling them. Well, let's check it out.
So, we're 2 hours in, and our world has been rocked with Nawapian charges and allegations and other shit. Although this has been a good conversation, I'm not sure if we got to lay out some solutions. So before we get off, let's try to do that. Before we get off, let's try to get some solutions popping. Peace.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? Well, anyway, I want to thank you. I want to thank you anyway for just believing in the Most High and believing in whatever God there is. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm from New York, and I was down there last night, and this shit was real. It was real.
The tornado?
It was just so real that you could see that shit wasn't going to go well.
What you mean?
And the tornado that happened between Jersey and New York. It was so. I was down there, and six Ubers could not help me.
Let me tell you something. I just had a situation at my house where a tornado was literally forming over the top of my house.
It's real. It's real.
And I had to dig into my Haitian bag. But look.
So if that ain't warning enough for you know, who don't fear the Most High, if that ain't warning enough, if that ain't close to home enough, a tornado forming over your home, if that ain't gonna wake you up to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, if that ain't a warning for you, telling you to get right, and you don't hear that, you ain't never gonna hear nothing. You ain't never gonna get right. But like I say, this is for the elect. You know, for the elect that are in any form of other organization, so-called conscious or Christianity, any kind of Muslim, any kind of other doctrine that they go into in the conscious community, the Metaneta, the Egyptian, the Atologia, the Garveyite. If there's still time, because we're still in the time of grace, don't let it go to waste. If any of you elect are still in any of them places, get out. The Most High ain't playing. As the woman phoned in, she made a very sobering observation. Get out. Get out. The Most High ain't playing. Alright. You heard it. Enough said. Go check out that video. That's we still in the time of grace. Don't let it go to waste. On the real Marakab 2. You know. Because that's actually a live phone in. The woman phoned in on show, Dr. Inky's show, and she gave her and related her experience. She was in the midst of that tornado, and she said she realized that the Most High ain't playing. You know, you don't have to be no scientist to understand when you see with your own eyes what you're experiencing. You know, when words don't teach, adversity will. So we're going to read it again. Hebrews 10 and 31. It is a fearful thing to fall unto the living God. Right. So that was a sobering experience. And also what he said, he saw a tornado. What Inky said, he saw a tornado forming over his house. That's for you to, that should sober you up. That should sober you up if you're in your right mind. Here's another precept. 1 Corinthians 10 and 12 says, wherefore let him that think he is standing take heed lest he fall. Yeah, you think you're standing on them gods, all those Egyptian gods, always want to go back, always complaining just like the Israelites. We want to go back to Egypt. We want to get the food again, the leeks and the onions. You know, the watermelon, we want to get all what we used to have. We want to get back to Egypt, you see. And those same spirits are back here, the rebellious spirits that left Egypt, crying and bawling that they want to go back to Egypt, the faithless. And they're back here again doing what they do, trying to stand on the false gods, you know. So that was a little warning, you know, a little jab, the tornado forming over your house. And the tornadoes over there in Queens and New York, and there's another one on its way. You know, they're saying there's something else forming up there, you know. You know, it might not be so light, who knows. But these are all little warnings that the Most High is trying to give you, yeah. You know, get out, just like in the movie. Most High trying to tell you to get out. If you saw the movie Get Out, where the man barely escaped from that house, that Edomite house, with his life, when he found out what they was doing, you know, all the trafficking, the organ trafficking, what they were doing, the brains, and that's typical of Esau. All he wants to do is turn you into a zombie, just like now with this pandemic. You know, you got to get your jab, you got to get your booster. You know, really, the ultimate goal is to turn you into soulless beings, zombies. If you haven't seen, there's a movie called The Evil Dead. I think it's quite old actually. The Evil Dead. Go check that movie out. One of those horror movies, The Evil Dead. All you got zombies, all of the them zombies, man, they're relentless, man. The Evil Dead. You know, there's a lot of other movies that they've done since then, zombified movies. So they want to turn you into zombies once again, living dead, so that they control you. They can totally control your mind, your thoughts, and know what you're going to do next. So that's what he's all about, turning you into zombies. So get out. Here's another one in Proverbs, you know, to sober you up. Some Proverbs to sober you up before it's too late. And the elect will get out. So Proverbs 1 and 26 says, and I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, tornado, yeah, an earthquake, what else? Tornado, earthquake. You got all those things, fires, firenados as well. Yeah, you got the fires that are picking up, and they ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Firenados, yeah, like a whirlwind, you know. When your distress and your anguish cometh upon you. Most I say, boy, he ain't gonna feel sorry for you, man. As a matter of fact, he goes on, he says, then shall you call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right, because it says, for they that hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, thy power, man. Yeah, you're gonna be laughing all this time. You're gonna be laughing, you see. Not only is not gonna answer you, you're gonna be laughing, because he gave you fair warning. And that the Most High always sends his prophets to wake you up, to sober you up out of your folly, so that you can be saved. But you didn't want to be saved, as it goes on to say. They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Wherefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them. Right. When words don't teach, adversity will. Yeah, that's what it's saying there. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Yeah, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But who hearken, the elect will hearken, unto me, shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. He ain't going to touch you, man, just like in Psalm 91. You're going to have thousands falling at one side of you, 10,000 falling at the other side of you. You see, but you got to take heed. Get out before it's too late. Right. So, you know, just wanted to emphasize that, because I thought when I was watching the news, you see, and the woman's breaking it down, she phones in on that talk show, and she, you know, if anybody was sincere listening to that, they would have said, yeah, man, you know. And this conscious community, all they've been doing is preying on each other, scamming each other. And that whole light thing is just like a little just like a tip of the iceberg, you know, like the catalyst to what other things that are going on in there, that pole light thing, because there's a lot more going on than just that little thing what Pole Light supposedly allegedly did. There's a lot more going on. The Most High is imploding them from the inside out. The time of reveal, time of revelation, and everything will be revealed. So we're going to hit this precept to end off the video. Isaiah 1:3 says, and the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, the seed of evildoers, children that are corrupt. They have forsaken the Lord, they have forsaken Yahweh, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Right. Kala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Dwada to you, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for giving me the spirit to do this video. I want to say, the house of David is rising, and everything the wicked have done to us is falling upon their own head. When words don't teach, adversity will.